one of my 2 credit cards was doing a whole 5% back if you shop at Lowe's. I thought, now's the time. I got 2 of these packs. They're supposed to last each filter for 3 months. Depends on your water too. These are like string. Are they any better or worse than the ones that look like foam? I have no idea, but they were way cheaper. 25 feet long. Nice. So I'm thinking I'll be able to do the attic and have some left over maybe for the garden, maybe for the edge of the porch where the bunnies are going underneath. We shall see. But that hardware cost 25 feet. For me, I mean, I never spend money like this. But, you know, you do what you got to do. That's got to be installed. I'll cut that with wire cutters. That's not a problem, but I didn't want to go the route of a hammer nail deal, because pounding up there any more than I have to on the beams and stuff, wasn't liking that idea. This stuff is sturdy as anything. I figured, while I can, get the best stuff. To install this, I figured staples. Do the staple gun. But I didn't really have a whole lot of staples left, so here we are. And by the way, everybody in the Lowe's was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I got a couple of guys' names. I didn't get everybody's names. I was so tired. Zach and Michael C. When I found out the one guy's name was Michael, I was like, Michael what? There's got to be like 8 of you. That brings us to the next thing on the list. I don't have to borrow anymore. I've got my own string trimmer. My weed whacker. I've got a weed whacker. It's my very favorite color. And the guy thought that was pretty funny. So, yeah, that cost me $200. My old one, big Black & Decker monster thing, hard for me to pick up. And hasn't worked in years. Is it a problem with the battery? I don't know. But this was my opportunity to get a new one. The old one's like over 10 years old. It might still work. I'm not sure. Fine, I'll have a backup maybe. If I can find out if it's the battery or if it's something else. But I really, really, really did not like being without the weed whacker. And you can see in the background there's plenty of weeds to whack. And to trim all around the garden and everything, and not have to worry about, I'm using somebody else's stuff, what if it breaks, you know, when it's your own, it's a lot less stress. And yeah, I'll do an unboxing, but that's not the best part. We got 2 more things on this list. Hold on, I gotta go grab the other one. What's on this one receipt from Lowe's? This hurt. I mean, for like, you know, household items, groceries, whatever. What's on the receipt is about 1/3 of a year's spending. Let's do that. Because, you know, stuff always comes up. So let's be real. All right. My kitchen faucet, when you go to use it, if you're not careful, the handle will come right off in your hand. And it's hard to get to the hot water. If you don't hit that little sweet spot, you ain't getting hot water. So this was on clearance. And again, with the credit card, the 5% back, it was on everything. Could do clearance items, not a problem. Why do I want it tall? Because I've got a big pot to make homemade soup. That's why. And the little doohickey thing, the sprayer, it's right in there. It's all built in. It's all one piece. I stinking love it. I've wanted one for so long. Now, could this possibly be a mistake? Because sometimes I'm thinking, you know, if you got 2 separate things, if you got 2 separate parts, if one breaks, you still got the other one. For the most part, yes. But I'm thinking this is a little better made. This was $79. Now, given that I've seen others pretty similar to this for $300, I'm pretty stoked. I'm okay with this. This is good. Now you're ready for the part that makes me so happy and is worrying at least 2 people. I think really 3 or 4. You ready? You ready? I still can't believe I bought it. I've got a chainsaw. I was asking the guy, and I'm going, is that big enough? Is it worth getting? Because when I first started asking him, I'm like, I need a chainsaw that's good for somebody who's not used to using a chainsaw, but wants to be able to cut wooden limbs, but not meat limbs. And he found that very funny. And funny but true. I was like, I got a lot of trees and stuff. I want to be able to like cut stuff up and be done with it. He showed me like he put his hands out for like how big a limb it could take. And I was like, are you serious? He's like, yep, not a problem. I was like, that'll do. I've told several people that I've got this thing now. And one person I was telling, you know, if you need to change your topic of conversation with your father-in-law at some point, you need a little distraction, tell him I've got a chainsaw. So he was like, I can't even imagine it. And I'm like, nah, it's cool. I'm going to be careful. Don't worry. I'm going to do the stuff on the ground. He's got to take a look. And I told, you know, that when I bought it and the guy showed me, because there's all different ones, I'm like, oh, and it's pretty. Anyway, so he came over and he was looking at the top and he's pointing things out that his buddy has. Oh, my buddy's got this one. He's got this one. You know, like how kids show action figures? It was exactly like that. It was the most adorable thing. I haven't seen anybody do that in quite some time. And it was adorable. It was so cute. But yeah, also very envious because he was pointing stuff out on here that I was like, man, there's some stuff on here I have no idea even what it is. Actually, in fact, there's a lot of stuff on here I have no idea what it is. Like this thing. What's this thing? I don't know what this thing is. No idea what that is. Yeah, I'm at an age at this point where I'm going, if I have no clue, chances are I'm not getting one. But that's fine. That's fine. I own a chainsaw now. That's so stinking amazing. I'll make other videos with unboxings. I have a legit tool. Have I mentioned I'm so happy? Chainsaw, faucet, weed whacker. You can call it a string trimmer. I don't care. You call it what you want. The hardware cloth. Got the filters that hopefully I'll be able to use. I hope that my water filter is not completely defunct now. And then I've got these. And the staples to finish off the attic so I can put all the stuff that I can't get rid of up there. So, yeah, I have no idea when this is getting installed because, for instance, the attic was supposed to be a one-day job. And we're up to 3 days now. And it's almost done. And he can't get to the rest of the wood yet. Get this, because of all the rain, it's so absolutely sloppy and disgusting in places that where the wood is, there's a huge mud puddle in front of it. And he's like, maybe next week. And I'm like, people can't get to their supplies for a week? That's how messed up it is. So, yeah, and I told him at this point, you know, as long as it gets done, and it's not like I'm using the space, and I've got other things I need to get done, and I know he's slammed. Cannot believe I finally got a kitchen faucet that I want. And, you know what? Even if it turns out to be kind of disappointing, still, I went out, I got it, I got a good deal. You know, if I can't use it, I'll either be able to bring it back. I'll have to look up their policy. But if I can't use it, somebody else will be able to use it. Either I'll be able to sell it, if I can't take it back, and I'm kind of thinking I will. Yeah, next time he's around, though, I'm going to have to say, could you just make sure that this is installable on my sink? Because I don't think they're all universal. Can't wait to open these up. Cheers.